Jeanine Pirro, a familiar face from Fox News and a former judge, has long been recognized for her outspoken views and high-profile legal career. Known for her sharp commentary and assertive presence on television, Piro has built a reputation as both a legal expert and a polarizing media figure. Her transition from the world of broadcast journalism back into the legal arena marks a significant moment in her career, and for the justice system in Washington, D.C., she has now been confirmed as the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, a pivotal and highly influential role at the heart of the nation's capital. This office is responsible for prosecuting federal crimes and representing the United States in civil litigation, making it one of the most visible and consequential legal positions in the country. Her appointment signals a notable shift in the administration's priorities, placing a figure known for her strong opinions and controversial stances in a powerful prosecutorial position. The decision has sparked intense debate among lawmakers, legal experts, and the public, with some viewing it as a bold move and others as a risky gamble. As U.S. Attorney, Piro will oversee a wide range of federal criminal cases, from public corruption and white-collar crime to violent offenses and national security matters. Her leadership will directly influence how justice is administered in the heart of American government, affecting not only Washington, D.C., but also setting precedents that could resonate nationwide. Supporters see her as a tough, no-nonsense prosecutor who is unafraid to take on difficult cases and challenge the status quo. They point to her extensive experience in the courtroom and her commitment to law and order as reasons for optimism about her tenure. Meanwhile, critics express concern that her outspoken political views and recent media career could bring partisanship into a traditionally nonpartisan office. They worry that her approach may blur the lines between justice and politics, potentially undermining public trust in the impartiality of federal prosecutions. The transition from TV personality to federal prosecutor is rare, and it raises important questions about the future direction of the office. Will Piro's media background help her communicate more effectively with the public, or will it complicate her ability to act as an impartial enforcer of the law? Her legal credentials are solid, with years of experience as a district attorney and judge and a deep understanding of the law. These qualifications provide a strong foundation for her new responsibilities, even as her recent high-profile media role continues to spark debate. The conversation around her appointment is likely to continue, as both supporters and detractors watch closely to see how she navigates the challenges ahead. The spotlight will remain firmly on Piro as she balances her past as a media figure with her new duties as a top federal prosecutor. As Washington enters its recess, Jeanine Pirro's confirmation sets the stage for a closely watched and potentially transformative tenure, one that could redefine the role of the U.S. Attorney in the nation's capital for years to come. Jeanine Pirro's journey to national prominence is a story of ambition, controversy, and transformation. Her career, which spans both the legal world and the media spotlight, has made her a household name and a subject of intense debate. From the very beginning, Piro demonstrated a fierce determination to break barriers and make her mark, not just as a lawyer, but as a public figure unafraid to speak her mind. Over the years, Piro has become a polarizing figure, admired by some for her outspokenness and criticized by others for her partisan approach. Her ability to spark strong reactions, both positive and negative, has kept her in the public eye and at the center of national conversations. Piro's rise began in the courtroom, where she made history as Westchester County's first female district attorney. She quickly earned a reputation for her tough stance on crime, particularly in cases involving domestic violence and crimes against women and children. Her work in this area was groundbreaking, helping to bring attention to issues that had long been overlooked by the legal system. After years of public service, Piro transitioned to television, where her legal expertise and commanding presence made her a natural fit. As a Fox News host, she became known for her fiery monologues, unwavering support of conservative causes, and vocal backing of Donald Trump. Her show attracted a loyal following, but also drew sharp criticism for its partisan tone and controversial statements. This high-profile media role solidified her status as a partisan figure, making any return to a government position, where impartiality is essential, more complicated. The transition from opinionated commentator to public servant is fraught with challenges, as the lines between advocacy and objectivity can easily blur. Supporters point to her decades of legal experience, her trailblazing achievements, and her willingness to take on difficult cases as evidence of her qualifications. They argue that her deep understanding of the law and her commitment to justice make her uniquely suited for high-profile roles. Critics, however, remain deeply concerned about her media-driven partisanship. They worry that her outspoken views and close ties to political figures could undermine the perception of fairness and neutrality required in government service. Pirro's career trajectory, from pioneering prosecutor to judge and then to television star, has shaped the public's perception of her latest appointment. Each chapter of her professional life has added new layers to her public persona, making her both a symbol of progress and a lightning rod for controversy. Her extensive legal background is widely seen as an asset, providing her with the knowledge and experience necessary to navigate complex legal and ethical issues. Her supporters believe this foundation will guide her decisions and help her rise above political pressures. Yet, her years in the media spotlight raise persistent questions about her ability to remain impartial. The challenge for Piro will be to demonstrate that she can separate her personal beliefs and public persona from the responsibilities of her new role. Her well-known loyalty to Donald Trump is seen by some as a strength, reflecting her commitment to her principles and allies. For others, it represents a potential conflict of interest that could complicate her ability to serve with independence and integrity in her new position. Jeanine Pirro's role in amplifying election fraud claims post-2020 election is controversial. Her statements on Fox News questioned Dominion voting systems, leading to a defamation lawsuit. The lawsuit revealed internal doubts about the claims she publicly supported. Fox News settled for $787.5 million, a rebuke of the false claims aired. Critics argue her involvement in spreading misinformation makes her unfit for U.S. attorney. Supporters downplay the lawsuit, focusing on her law enforcement career. Her past statements raise questions about her ability to oversee election-related cases impartially. Jeanine Pirro's confirmation as U.S. Attorney for D.C. was anything but straightforward. The process quickly became a flashpoint in the ongoing struggle for influence in Washington, with both parties recognizing the significance of the role. As the nation's capital's chief federal prosecutor, the position holds immense power over high-profile cases and investigations, making the appointment a matter of national interest and intense scrutiny. Her interim appointment, made before a full Senate confirmation, ignited fierce debate on Capitol Hill. Critics argued that the move was a calculated effort by the administration to install a loyalist in a critical post, bypassing the usual vetting process. Supporters, however, insisted it was a necessary step to ensure continuity in the office during a turbulent period. The confirmation process itself was fraught with political maneuvering, backroom negotiations, and public posturing. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle jockeyed for influence, aware that the outcome would set a precedent for future appointments. The stakes were high, and every move was closely watched by the media and the public. Democrats were vocal in their opposition, holding press conferences and rallying their base. They pointed to Piro's controversial record and her close ties to former President Trump as reasons for concern, warning that her appointment could undermine the independence of the office. Outside the Capitol, protesters gathered, holding signs and demanding a more transparent process. Meanwhile, Republicans closed ranks, defending Piro's qualifications and experience. They dismissed the criticism as partisan obstruction, arguing that the opposition was less about her record and more about denying the administration a key victory. GOP leaders worked behind the scenes to ensure their caucus remained united. The final vote became a test of party loyalty and discipline. Republican senators huddled in the chamber, counting votes and shoring up support, while Democrats strategized on how to make their opposition heard. The roll call was tense, with every vote carrying weight. In the end, Piro's confirmation underscored the deep and growing partisan divide in the Senate. The battle over her appointment was not just about one individual, but about the broader struggle for control and the future direction of the justice system in America. Jeanine Pirro's confirmation vote exposed the Senate's deep partisan divide. The narrow 50-45 vote showed unified Democratic opposition to her nomination. Republicans held together, securing her appointment with party discipline and resolve. The vote was a proxy battle over the Justice Department's future direction. President Trump praised Piro, framing opposition as an attack on his administration. Her confirmation without Democratic support shapes perceptions of her tenure in office. Trump chose Piro for her loyalty, rewarding her media support. She wasn't the first choice. Ed Martin's extreme views lost Senate support. Martin's nomination was withdrawn, leading to Piro's selection. Her legal background provided a more palatable choice for skeptical senators. Piro's loyalty to Trump aligns with his agenda, but her legal credentials offer Senate Republicans cover. The switch from Martin to Piro was strategic, balancing loyalty with qualifications. Her confirmation reflects the administration's preference for loyalists in key roles. The D.C. U.S. Attorney's Office is uniquely powerful, handling both federal and local crimes. It prosecutes high-profile cases, including the January 6th riot. The office's leader has discretion over politically sensitive investigations. Piro's appointment draws scrutiny, given her past political commentary. Her role involves overseeing January 6th prosecutions and potential political investigations. Balancing political allegiances with office duties will define her tenure. Her leadership will impact public safety and justice in D.C. The challenge is maintaining independence in a politically charged environment. Piro's confirmation faces criticism over her partisan history. Critics argue her media role compromises her impartiality as a federal prosecutor. Her appointment is part of a pattern of loyalists in key positions. Concerns include potential political prosecutions and conflicts of interest. Supporters dismiss criticism as partisan attacks, citing her legal experience. Her loyalty to Trump is seen as both a strength and a potential conflict. Her confirmation reflects the administration's preference for loyalists. Jeanine Pirro's legal career began in New York, where she became a prominent prosecutor. She broke barriers as Westchester County's first female district attorney. Her focus on domestic violence and media presence earned her national recognition. Political ambitions led to unsuccessful Senate and Attorney General campaigns. These defeats shifted her focus to media, where she became a Fox News star. Her confirmation as U.S. Attorney fulfills her long-held ambition for national influence. Her journey through law, politics, and media culminates in a powerful role in D.C. Piro's confirmation as U.S. Attorney for D.C. opens a new chapter in justice administration. Her tenure will be closely watched, with decisions scrutinized politically. Supporters see her as a law and order figure aligned with Trump's agenda. Critics fear the office will be politicized, undermining its independence. Handling January 6th cases will be an immediate test of her leadership. Her approach to local crime and public safety will impact D.C. residents. Her success or failure will reflect the current state of American politics.